You can't choose a good password unless you understand what makes a password strong. Let's break it down. A strong password has 4 characteristics: length, complexity, memorability, and uniqueness. Let's start with length. The longer the better. A 12-character password is 4 times more secure than an 8-character password. Passwords that are too short are easily cracked using a dictionary attack. Even a moderately long password, say 6 characters, is fairly easy to crack if you have enough time and computing power. But increasing the length of your password exponentially increases the difficulty of cracking it. Next is complexity. Passwords with a mix of upper and lower case letters, numbers, and special characters are much stronger than passwords that only use lowercase letters. Most people, when choosing a password, will use a word that they know, like their pet's name or their favorite food, and then maybe they'll add a number at the end. That's a pretty weak password. It's short and it's predictable. The best passwords are ones that you create that are completely random. Don't use a word that you know or a pattern that's easy to guess. Now, memorability. You need to remember your passwords, right? So you're going to have to make a trade-off between memorability and uniqueness. A password like Quartle, as in the game, is unique and memorable, but most people aren't going to know that word, so it's not very useful. If you want to be memorable, try something like a sentence. The first letter of each word in the sentence can form a memorable passphrase. For example, dogs may bark loudly but are friendly. Now that's a passphrase that's easy to remember, but it's not very unique. Someone else might have chosen that same sentence. So the last characteristic, uniqueness, is going to be the most important. You should never use the same password twice. And if you're using a password manager like I am, then you don't even have to remember it. The password manager will generate the password for you and autofill it into whatever website or application you're using. So to recap, a good password has 4 characteristics: length, complexity, memorability, and uniqueness. You need to balance all of these characteristics when you're choosing a password. Personally, I use a password manager. I don't have to worry about memorability because I'm not the one who has to remember it. And the password manager will automatically generate a long, complex, unique password. And then it'll auto-fill it for me, so I don't have to type it in. Hopefully now you know how to choose a strong password. In my next video, I'll talk about some specific password managers that I recommend.